So you, my technical guy, I've entrusted, like, if you say something, it's final for me, right?
Yeah.
So go and buy memory card. You went and bought Parkwasi.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Parkwasi.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Charlie.
Let me see.
Minim crab was a Parkwasi cry a memory card.
Hey, senior man. Of course he fucked up.
Yeah, of course he fucked up. Wait, he told me, say, we never fuck up hands in the air.
No hands.
Yeah, Charlie, we already fuck up before. On today's episode of Names of Talkatives, we have a guest here. We've been planning this for literally for years, right?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Talking around like 2020 there and things.
Yep, exactly.
So yeah, on today's episode, we're going to talk about talents and hobbies.
Yeah.
Talents and hobbies.
Yep.
Yeah. In the olden days, then people figure say talents be, you know what they call talents? They call it the Lebra Kwakuchi Ejuma. Lebra Kwakuchi. Say after me, Lebra Kwakuchi Ejuma.
Lebra Kwakuchi Ejuma.
Lebra Kwakuchi Ejuma.
Oh, Lebra Kwakuchi Ejuma.
Yeah. Lebra Kwakuchi was a guy we young question Ejuma in Tianeka.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the olden days, if you get hobby, like football, you can draw, you can paint, you can sing.
Yeah.
So your parents they see him.
Okay.
Who say Jimmy in question? Even comedy.
Yeah.
Who say question Ejuma? Like they'll do anything to prevent you from following your dreams.
Okay.
Okay. But now, these are some of the things that makes you the like most money you ever dream of.
Exactly.
Yeah. So on today's episode of Names of Talkative, we'll be talking about hobbies and talents and how to monetize it, how to make money from your hobbies, how to be whatever you want to be, how to follow your dreams. And our guest is Kentemaster. Yeah, the one and only Kentemaster. He has literally taken Kente to the world. Yeah, he was promoting Kente in the UK.
Yep.
And I could go on and on about his portfolio, but I don't want to waste time. So you should introduce yourself, give us something small.
All right, yeah. So I mean, the name is formally Peter Paul Akanko. You can call me Kentemaster. You can also call me Mr. Influence,
aka People. So
exactly.
But why are you Peter and Paul at the same time?
More blessings.
If you so.
Carry a big anointing on my head.
So why Kente?
Why Kente? Because
you be Nodna.
Yeah.
You know they love your own people.
No, not
that. You be Judas. Easter they come. You they sell out. You they sell out your own people.
Nah,
you be
never,
Judas.
Never. Of
like
course,
for work, smuggling things. Why you promote Kente?
Of course, I love my people. I love the Northness, and I just love culture in general.
Okay.
And this started way back when I was in KNUST. Second year, I took part in this summer program, which I got the opportunity to go to the Kente village for the very first time to see the fabric being made, how it was being made, some products and stuff like that, which I felt were really nice, but I wasn't really seeing it out there. And also talking with the weavers, I saw that they had challenges with marketing their products. And so I felt, can I try to find an avenue to send these products?
They're no entrepreneur.
The
guy they cook things. So you're literally cooking ideas.
Something like
That's the origin of the word entrepreneur.
Exactly.
Now no ideas.
And even related to what we are going to be talking about today with regards to talents.
Talent and
stuff
hobbies.
And hobbies. I grew up basically with a science background.
Hold on, hold up. So maybe they not say you be burger. If I not say you be burger, you just came from the UK. So then for no, the girls, say God and sugar. I for make serious. I for make serious. Before talk about business.
Sharp.
Yeah. So on talents and hobbies.
Yeah. So
first
as
of
I was
all,
saying,
you what be your talent? I get Paddy's Bright. You know get talent.
Word.
Bright no get talent. Eric no get talent. In Italian you say like women they cry, then they console them.
I do spoken word.
Spoken word. Yeah, Chaskeli. I like kiddie. We can't kiddie get dreadlocks. Okay.
Yeah. So as I was saying, I basically had a science background. Like from SHS, came to uni, I did biological science and tech.
Oh, okay.
And after that summer program, I basically fell in love with this Kente stuff, and I felt, this could be something I would want to do. So I used to bring some to campus to sell. Sometimes I made profit, sometimes losses, but I just loved the whole thing. Sometimes, like when people saw me, they thought I was in the art department because of how I was dressing.
The Kente.
Not even Kente, like just African
more
fabric,
cultural
things like
vibes.
that, more cultural.
Yeah.
So that was just it until when I was graduating, when they were starting the Kumasi Business Incubator on KNUST campus. So I applied with the business idea they wanted IT-based businesses. So my idea was to sell the Kente online. And then I got into it, and that was basically how I formally started the business. I had a partner from the US, from the same summer program, who also helped me to basically start selling in the US, and actually two of them. And since then, we've been working on basically pushing the business forward, and I've been doing that for the past 7 years now.
Oh, okay.
Also got to go to the UK myself to study my master's. That was in 2020 at the University of Nottingham, and now I'm currently working on growing the business over there too as well. But we've been international for a while, actually. So you can see
today we are for real, like for real.
You know?
Today we are about to quad.
So studying biological science, coming to sell kente, what does that got to do with kente? But it's something that I later love to do, and I was doing it. Sometimes, I mean, people will say, why you should go and work in the lab or something like that, but you're selling kente.
People always want to tell you what you should do with your life, but they never know what they are doing with their life.
And we don't value certain things. And even at that time when I was starting entrepreneurship, even though it was growing, wasn't really like that fancy, like maybe now that how things
everybody's putting entrepreneur in their bio.
That kind of thing, like it's a fancy thing. Like there's a lot of work in that. And it's the same when it comes to like talents and hobbies. Like over here, like in the UK, for example, kids when they are little, apart from going to school, over the weekends they go to play football. Like their parents make them go to play football. They see it as one compulsory thing. Yeah.
Some Rooney or Harry Maguire
they play
or something.
Football, they teach them to swim and a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
And this is how they get to develop these
talents.
Some talents and all.
They pay piano lessons.
Those things, ballet, whatever they feel like doing, they make them to do it. And they grow, they know that this is something I can pursue professionally and I can do. Even though they will go to school, they could want to also pursue their talents.
Yeah.
But over here we have that challenge where, I mean, parents will say, go and be a doctor, go and be an engineer, all that. And of course, sometimes we do understand because of how things are over here in terms of getting jobs and stuff. But I believe that over time, things have changed. And I'm glad to see that even now, people are beginning to embrace their talents, like see what DWP, for example, is doing with dancers. And people are now dancing professionally.
Prior to that, if you could dance, we are Kobolo.
There was nothing.
You can't tell anyone that you dance.
Exactly. But now we have people dancing professionally. They are going to school as well. I know some of them are students.
Yeah.
They're going and all, but they are still dancing professionally too as well. So things like that. Someone like you're an architect.
Yeah.
You're a comedian.
I try.
You know? That is amazing. So you can even combine it. It's not saying that drop out of school. No, that's not what I'm saying. But
I don't think you have to give up anything.
Exactly.
Like you can have it all.
Of course.
That's what I stand for.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? You can have it all, and you can do
if you want, you can go to the lab now. If you want, you can drop everything. You don't have to choose. Just the luxury and then the fulfillment.
Yeah.
If you're happy, that's more important than trying to please your parents or whatever people think you should be.
Yeah.
That's what I'm all about. So I want to talk about how to monetize it.
Yeah.
First of all, you have to identify what you're good at.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you identify what you're good at? This is what I've experienced. Sometimes you don't even realize you're good at. People tell you. There's this philosopher called Naval Ravikant. He's also a tech investor.
Yeah.
Naval Ravikant said he wanted to be like to do science, but his mom would tell him that you're a business person.
Yeah.
Because once in a while, business something will come his way.
Yeah.
The way he will handle it, people will be like, business is your thing, and you was nah.
Yeah.
And so his friends were also telling him, and then he actually went into tech, and then finally he became a tech investor.
Yeah.
So sometimes you don't identify that this is my talent, but people tell you. Sometimes you don't even know you can sing. People be like, you have a good voice.
Exactly.
People were telling me I have a nice radio voice. I had no idea. Yeah. And then like I'll go to radio and people be like, I was listening to you. I like your voice. I'm like, no one ever told me that.
Yeah.
So that's one way you could identify your talent. Sometimes you feel it within you. The people who know they can sing, they don't sing at church.
Yep.
They've never sung anywhere, but they feel within them that they can actually sing.
Yeah.
Maybe they need some training.
Yeah.
So this is one way you can get to know. Either people around you tell you, and then also sometimes you are interested in something. There are some things that can be learned.
Yeah.
You see that people are good at them. Maybe they started at a very early age. So there's something. If you are also interested in something, you can pursue that thing too. Yeah. And then so these are some of the ways you can identify whether you are very good at it, whether you are interested in it, you want to learn, or people keep pushing you towards it. Maybe you should give it a try.
Yeah.
If you try it and you're not okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
So these are some of the ways. Once you've identified, now the next thing I want us to look at is how you monetize it.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, what you just talked about, that's actually true. So mostly your interests, things that you are interested in, you find out you're interested in this, you're interested in music, you're interested in dancing, or you are good at it.
Yeah.
Okay, and sometimes, as you said, some people also see it in you. which could be one way you can also get to know how you are good at something. And sometimes by being very conscious to discover what your talents are as well, making that conscious effort. But these are some good ways, and that is even why I'm starting this initiative called Ingenious, basically to help young people to be able to identify their talents and be able to groom it.
Oh, okay.
And now coming to the part you're talking about monetizing it. Now, I mean, there are a couple of ways by which you can do it. So definitely YouTube channel. That is one
create
one
something
good way
and put it out there.
that people are using YouTube channels to be able to, even though that takes a lot of work, takes a lot of effort to be able to get like a number of subscribers, number of views and all, but it's definitely doable. You can even look at Maya, who started, I mean, definitely also from scratch, but now he's up there. So
You literally built mansions.
exactly, you know. So it's definitely possible. YouTube is one. TikTok is there. We have a lot of TikTok influencers too now doing that. These are
Sometimes when you put it, they don't necessarily make money.
Yeah.
But you can see someone like Asha
Yes.
saw Justin Bieber's video
Yeah.
and then he recruited him.
Yeah.
So sometimes it just takes one person to see your video and then they put you on.
Exactly.
Jackie, there's a doctor at Orange FM.
Yeah.
He saw Jackie's video and he put Jackie on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's how the world has.
So that's
become.
how.
Yes, with
maybe
social media.
The person will not make you blow, but they will
Yes,
link you to the
but they will
person
link
that
you
will
to
help you
someone.
to blow.
It all starts
So
from
sometimes,
somewhere. And
that's how
that
it
is
is.
the power of social media.
So if your picture hasn't gone viral,
Yeah.
that's not what you should be looking at.
Yes. Yeah.
Somebody who is very more important than all the people who see your
Yeah.
viral video can
Yeah.
just pick you and put you on.
Exactly.
So that is how it
I
is.
remember the story of that Our Day letter.
Yeah.
When we
That
wrote that letter.
I've forgotten
It
his
was
name.
just a letter he was writing to the
writing
mom.
to the mom.
And then
And then
that
someone
was
saw it
the
and that
power
was
of social media.
Yeah. Very,
But,
very powerful.
I mean, apart from just these social media platforms, I think that one main thing that we need is people who can actually come to support these young people who are talented. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
in terms of actually formalizing things, the real business side of it. So if you're a magician, if you're a comedian, all that in terms of, for example, you are doing your podcast.
Yeah.
That is something which is quite new in Ghana, even though it's something that can be monetized.
Yeah.
But how many people really know the business side of
the
that?
podcast,
Okay, we need those kind of people. We need investors who will be able to come and invest into young talents like you, like musicians and others, where apart from helping them to you know what, especially links entertainment.
Links
That is
Entertainment.
one thing they are good at. Like they
They've
have the whole
started
chain
signing
of
comedians.
things.
Did you know?
Oh really?
They've signed loyalty.
Interesting.
Yeah, of intimidation. Yeah, to links.
That's
So there's one of
great to hear.
there's this flaw in the entertainment industry in
Yeah.
Ghana. The music is separate from the movies. The movies
Yeah.
is separate from the comedians.
Yes,
Even
so
the comedy, the stand-up comedians are
yeah,
distinct
separated
from
the
the.
different parts of
But
the
then
showbiz. Yeah.
entertainment is one unit. If you go
Yeah.
outside, like the musicians and comedians
Yeah.
and the movie, they're all intertwined.
Yeah.
Even in Nigeria, it's like
Yeah.
perfect example. Like
Yeah.
you have a music video,
Yeah.
you want the music video to blow. You put comedians who have a lot of following
Yeah.
in the movie.
To
Like some
push,
of
to push
yeah,
things.
and then the
Yeah.
comedians are in the movie,
Yeah.
and sometimes the movie has cameo appearances from
Yeah.
like musicians.
Yeah.
It should be together. But
Yeah.
in Ghana, sometimes it'll be a idea. So it's very nice of Links Entertainment
Yeah.
to sign loyalty.
Yeah.
They can make very good
And
use
the
of it.
fact that they have like the whole chain of it. You know,
Yeah.
most of the times, let's say an artist can have a manager, but in terms of production, they have to go to a different production house. In terms of
Yeah.
distribution, they have to
They
go
should
somewhere
have-
else. But if we had like good media houses or investors who had companies with the whole stream of things, so right from production
Together.
to distribution, everything in place, I think that we could actually be able to push things forward. But apart from that, I just feel that it is time that as Ghanaians, Africa in general, I think that Africa is the way forward in terms of showbiz, in terms of entertainment.
Yeah.
We have a lot of eyes on us. Afrobeat, we are doing it. Comedy is also growing as well, but we have a lot to do. And I feel that we really need to look at the business side of things. The talent is, as for the talent is there. Our people are talented. People can sing. Look at Black Sharif just from yesterday. Look at what he's doing. The most Shazam song in the world at the moment.
Yeah.
And it's growing like that. So we have the talents. We just need we need to know the business side of things. How to be able to do that in terms of production, distribution, the streams, working with the various like Spotify, Boomplay, all these people to push the streams and be able to push the talents out there. Be able to get the shows,
Yeah.
big shows outside. Okay, look at what a lot of Nigerians are doing that already. going to the O2, other shows in the US and things like that. In
Burna
Ghana,
Boy, Whiskey,
you know, Whiskey,
Mr. Easy, they've all been on Coachella.
all of them, yeah.
But I'm yet to see a Ghanaian artist on Coachella.
You know, so
and even
we have,
Tiny Desk concert.
We have a lot. I know Stonebwoy recently went for, was it Afro Nation or so? Yeah. But we still have a lot. We still have a lot to do. So I think that especially with young talents coming up, we need they need the right coaching. Okay, and I think that is one thing that engineers would want to do, to be able to get some of these young talents on board, to be able to coach them, to be able to manage them and take them right from that scratch to see how best we can help to monetize these talents. Okay, and help them to push them forward. And the thing is, we want to get to that era where someone can get up and say that, okay, I just want to be a musician. I just want to be a comedian. This is what I want to do for my career.
Yeah, and people will not ridicule you for that.
And people will not ridicule you for that. To have that confidence to be able to do that and get that right support. And I'm also glad to see what people like TV3 are doing with this talented kids.
Great initiative.
I think that, look at DJ Switch, look at Nakia, look at what they are doing. This is actually great. And this is how we should be pushing young people too as well in this country.
And about the talents too, one thing that they can do is that sometimes you have to look for a mentor.
Yep.
And I prefer someone you can meet in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, you start small. Maybe if you sing, there's someone who sings at your church.
Yeah.
Or if you're a comedian, there's a comedian in wherever you are.
Yeah.
The nearest person, you go and tell them, I want to be a comedian. What should I do? They be bold enough to seek. Did you know that Bill Gates actually made a phone call to there was a tech person in his community when he was a young boy, and he picked his phone and he called. It is in this book, Outliers.
I think
if you read Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell, so he called the man, and he wanted a part in some machine to use for his work.
Yeah.
And he asked for the man's contact. He said, "Like, we're a very rich person. Yeah. Let's say today I want to call Bill Gates."
Yeah.
But at that time, like, phones were not when he was a young boy. Yeah. So they had like phone books. Original phone books were literally books. Mm-hmm. Unlike we have phone books on our phones. Yeah. Like you pick a book and we have the A column. Yeah. So he searched for the person's name, the rich man's name, and he called. Fortunately for him, he was the one. The person picked up and he said, "I'm looking for."
Wow.
Let's say he mentioned the person. Then he was speaking to him. Wow. And said, "Please, I'm a boy. This. I want this part.
Yeah.
I know you have. Even if you can get one of your damaged machines, I need that part to do this."
Wow.
And the man was impressed by how he was bold enough to call him. Yeah. He invited him home, and then he gave him even more than that. And then he took him to his company as an intern. And he. So sometimes people talk about great people. People don't know the help they got. Yeah. People just thought like he just rose up and became great. Many people have helped Black Sheriff over the time. Even Burna Boy's influence.
Yep.
I'm not saying he made him who he is, but in Nigeria, he literally took him to his. So if you are a young person and you have a talent, look for a mentor. Be bold enough. Yeah. Maybe you go to their show, pay and go to their concert, watch them perform, and you take notes. Yeah. After the show, approach them. Yeah. Maybe first day you won't get to meet them. So security man or Tata or Three or something. Go somewhere. You have to pursue your dream. Like if you are serious, you have to pursue the dream. And then
that even reminds me when I was about starting my business, Kentemaster. The head of the Center for Business Development, Lawyer Kumia, he did great for us. He introduced me to this man called Nana Asante, and he had been in the business for a while, selling kente. He also schooled outside, used to send things. He even became an MP and all that. He took me to him, he introduced me to him. I went to him, to his house, I think about twice or thrice, to just sit down and listen to him. He
was telling me everything,
like he shared his story with me, how he did this, how he did that, a whole lot of things. And he really taught me a lot of lessons, which are some of the things which still guide me as I'm going through my business.
So he'll make some mistakes. You shouldn't repeat those mistakes.
Exactly.
That's one thing about mentorship.
Mentorship is definitely very important, and it's a key aspect of what engineers will be doing as well. Apart from the other support you're going to give, you're also going to try to provide you with mentors to be able to guide you, along the way as you go on your journey. Whether you are starting a business, whether you want to get into a job, whether you want to grow your talent. So I think that with the right mentorship, it's definitely going to help a lot of young people to grow.
Yeah, that would be a great initiative. We wish you all the best. And
thank you.
We've done almost 20 minutes. So your last words for
my last words that I'll say is that Ghana, Africa is the future, and we are very talented, we are skilled, and we are capable. I mean, having been out there for almost 2 years now, meeting people there and stuff, I don't think they are any different from us. It's just the matter of opportunities that they have.
Yeah.
We probably don't have. I think that we are capable.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Of course.
I believe so.
Kenny Jonas also went outside like you, and he says that bibini.
Well.
So why is that?
That
Kenny Jonas see something different?
Well, the environment also counts.
Well, it makes me think that bibini.
I believe that the environment also counts your mentality. The environment also changes
so
your mentality.
What are you saying? Kenny Jonas,
work,
what's his environment?
In terms of your attitude towards work, in terms of the exposure that you see, when you see great things,
hold there, but I want glass in your glass and
Glass
you don't have glass at your day.
Of course we do.
There's glass and
glass and crown.
Abambas namu.
Of course.
2 minutes beer.
Every 2 minutes beer.
Abambas namu.
Every 2 minutes, but and you're free.
He lied about that part.
I don't know what happens in the US, but I don't think it's free.
It's not
either.
free. Public transport is never
but
free.
But just that, I mean,
yeah.
systems are really good.
Things work. They put like do they dirty the place?
Not really.
Sometimes
it could happen, but like it's not pretty much most of the time it's very clean and people obey rules. And
so basically,
like
they are the same as us.
So the thing is, yes,
a more working system.
Yeah, more working system, more opportunities, more exposure to bigger things.
Yeah.
So as you see bigger things happening, you begin to think differently.
Dream, it's achievable because you've seen it around you.
Of course, even if you're in Ghana, if you're living in Accra, it's different from. No disrespect to anyone.
Yeah.
I grew up in the north myself.
I grew up in Kentemaster, so I can relate.
Growing up there, seeing things, people just ride the motorbikes and stuff.
Yeah.
Your mind is
you want to buy a
motorbike, and then I'm okay.
When you buy
I get
a motorbike,
my little building to rent. I'm okay. But when you go to Accra, you begin to think differently. The same way when you move outside, and they also living there, seeing bigger things, makes you think differently. So I think it's just about the exposure and the opportunities. But the Ghanaian young person is very capable. We are talented and we can do greater things. We just need the right support.
If you can't travel outside, use Apple.
Of course.
Apple says think different. Think about it.
Yeah. So I believe that we can do greater things.
Yeah.
And that time is coming.
On this note, this is where we end the podcast. He said that he believes we can do greater things. This is Peter Paulo. Your last name Akanko. Akanko. Yeah, I got it right.
Mr.
So,
Influence.
AKA Mr. Influence, AKA Kentemaster, and I am the Joker. Pow. Ebenezer Juma is the name. So it was fun having you.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, and we are out. Peace.